Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. Today, I would like to talk about the appointment of judges. What I've heard in the last few days is worrying. I heard about the appointment, the imminent appointment to the federal court of the current Attorney General. It's worrying to me because I always thought, from the news I've read, that our Judicial Appointments Commission has no quorum. If you have no quorum, how do we appoint the Attorney General to the federal court? It's worrying to me because why is it that we don't have a quorum? Why is it that the Judicial Appointments Commission is not sitting? I thought it's supposed to sit every month. All the best judges, the top judges, the 8 or 9 of them, they're supposed to sit there. What happened? Now, I'm very concerned about this development because I had a small say in the setting up of the Judicial Appointments Commission 15 years ago. So it's dear to me. 15 years ago, I received a call from the then Prime Minister, Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, in the middle of the night. He said, Zayed, I would like you to join the government. I told him, yes, sir, I'm honored, but what is it that you want me to do? He said, judicial reform. Of course, there's a lot of things in judicial reform. So I said, sir, there are 2 things that I would like to do. One, we should pay the judges that the government sacked in 1987, Tun Saleh and the gang. We should give them something. We should apologize to them, to the families, for the shame and the difficulties we caused them. And the second thing I said I would like to do is to have a proper commission when we appoint judges. So that's how I came to the government. So you see, before Pala came to power, before the setting up of the Judicial Appointments Commission, judges were appointed by the Prime Minister particularly. Then the process is not very clear. You remember the incident of the Vlingam tape about, some people can fix judges. The famous Lingam tape. Looks like me, sounds like me, but it's not me. You remember that? So, thanks to Tun Badawi, we had the opportunity and we got this commission started. Of course, I wasn't long enough in the government to complete the job, but we had a commission, and we have a commission. But it looks like it's not working, it's not functioning. So I appealed to the Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, the man I really respect and admire for his tenacity, for his commitment to reform. I appeal to him. If you want, even if you are in favor of certain individual to go up to the federal court, please go through the process. I thought that, if we want to put top people, top lawyers in the federal court, they normally should come from the bench. They should be, practicing judges. Judges who have proven their abilities, the legal prowess, their legal minds, the clarity of their thought, the temperament needed to do justice. They had to go through that, the High Court, the Court of Appeal. And I thought we should have consideration for all that, seniority, ability. Then only you get to the federal court, the highest court in the land. We cannot find a shortcut way of doing things. And that is why I urge the Prime Minister, even if you want the Attorney General, Ahmad Tararudin, to be in the federal court, let him go through the process. Let other candidates be considered. Let there be an evaluation, true and proper evaluation, so that we can do justice to the people of this country. The oath to defend the Constitution, we all take that oath of office. It must mean that we want to take the oath seriously, to do justice for the people of the country. But how can we do justice to the people of the country if we are not willing to get the best people, the best minds, to be on the judges in our highest court? It is a heavy duty, but we have to stick to this. Otherwise, we go back to pre-2008. We go back to the Lingam tape. Surely, your administration, Prime Minister, would not want to be associated with that. I know. There are a lot of factors you need to consider. I know. But independence of the judiciary does not mean politicians don't tell judges what to do, what judgment to write. It doesn't mean just that. It means politicians also cannot appoint the people they want to be on the bench. Because if you appoint the people that you want, that knows you don't have to tell him or her much. They would do your bidding because they know you. That is why the process of selection has to be impartial. And please, get the best that we have. Never mind the gender, never mind whether it's a male or female, a woman, a her or she, or him or her. Never mind all that. Never mind if it's Malay, a pious Malay, not so pious Malay, or Chinese, or Indian. It does not matter. If we take our oath of office seriously to defend the Constitution, then we must take our duty to give justice to the people of this country seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry if I got all the facts wrong. I know I'm saying a lot of things today based on what I know. But we must revive the Judicial Appointments Commission. We must get it going. We must be transparent. People must know. Like in all other countries too. Before, in England, if you go to the Supreme Court, the whole society, the community, the country knows who are we talking about, their track records, the decisions they've made in the past. What are they known for? The country knows about them. The candidates for the Supreme Court in America too. Okay, they may be influenced, but to some extent, by whether it's the Republican president or the Democratic president, but they are of rare breed. They're selected from the best in America. People know of their judgment, what they have said about this issue and that issue. We need the same exposure. We need the same transparency. We need to have that same openness about our judiciary. Of course, we have some good judges now. But to maintain that quality, we need to have the process of selection to be transparent, to be objective. Otherwise, it will be trial and error. I think I've said enough on this issue. I would urge the Prime Minister, there's no hurry. Think again. Your legacy, your promise that this government will be a reform government starts from here. I know you have said that reforms are counterproductive sometimes or difficult to implement. Nobody says it's easy. But that is your promise to the people of this country. Let's stick to that and to some of your other promises, which I will come to later. But for today, suffice for me to say, let's get the Judicial Appointments Commission running, let it get going, and let the elevation to the federal court be done in the best possible way, in the way it should be done. Let the future Chief Judge of Malaya be the best person we have. Let the future Chief Justice of Malaysia be the best person we have, in all respect. Thank you. Thank you very much.